my body,
Mm.
so it was this rediscovery of like, who am I, what sexuality is really. And so I did a 2.5 year certification of a tantra. And I did it
Mm.
first just for myself. I was like, okay, like I'll take whatever right now. Like, I don't
Mm.
know. And it was the discovery of like sexuality is not just about sex. It's how I live my life. It
Mm.
is beyond sex. It is not just the act of sex, it's the act of connection, is the act of connection through everything and everything that I do, like eating or creating, right? Like I
Mm.
make love to the universe consciously, and I get pregnant by ideas and
Mm.
movies and, short films and stories, and I get birth to them in that way. But if I
Mm.
shut down my sexuality, which is where my creativity is, then there is
Mm.
no creativity coming through because there's no making love to the creation of life in reality. So when I shut that off because some people were threatened by it, or because
Mm.
I decided to live in the masculine without leaning into the feminine, which for me, the feminine was the way I grew up was subservient and negative in a sense. And I was like,
Mm.
no, I related to my father. And I was like, my father works all
Mm.
day, every day, and I'm going to do the same
Mm.
thing. And that's the only way that you get things done. And I wasn't getting anywhere, honestly. I was just like,
Yeah.
paying bills, and that's the way it was. And when I finally got into the space, that's when the movie was coming through, and when like,
Mm.
my relationship changed because it wasn't about sex. It was, let's
Mm.
connect, let's have eroticism through our whole day. It could be like just
Mm.
a kiss and making out and stopping at that. It doesn't have to be
Mm.
we're making out to then have sex. It was just
Mm.
like, I just want to make out with you, and then I'm going to go grocery shopping. But
Yeah. Yeah.
it's like, but then living in this turn on of life has allowed me
Mm.
to create from that space, and then living in
Mm.
a very just somatic, sensual, sensorial experience where I am really in my senses and I can
Mm.
really create and connect with people and anybody from that space. And